channel. So today we're going to do my project pan update. I have a good one. We do have some items rolling out and we do have a cheeky pan to share. So let's get started. All right, so the first one that I'm going to talk about is actually my empty for the month. This is the Embryolo's Soin Blush de Peau. I use it as a primer, a first step, and it's basically a complexion, like a radiant complexion fixer, I don't know. But this one I ended up using 4 extra times and then I called it done. It's been sitting in my empties for most of the month now. But now I can officially roll it out of the project, so I'm super excited. And it's always nice to finish primers, I just have too many. So, and they're ones that I like to buy. Next up, we have my Beauty Bay lipstick. This one I only used 5 times, so there's not a huge amount of progress, but I have seen on my piece of paper that it has gone down. This is what it's looking like now, and as you can see, obviously the sun is trying to disrupt my video, but we're looking like this now. She's small. She was always small though, and she's getting a little smaller. But yeah, she's pretty rough looking. I'm glad that I haven't given up and I'm still using it. So we'll see if I can push. I mean, surely I can finish this, right? This year, surely. I'm just not one to finish lip products. So fingers crossed. I mean, it's still going well. It has gone down slightly. It hasn't gone down as much as the first month, but it's fine. I'm here for it. Okay, next up is an item that I rolled in last month. Is my BH Cosmetics single highlighter that I depotted into this, and it doesn't really look any different, I don't think. I only ended up using it 6 times this month, so that's probably why. And yeah, the sun is really annoying. It's been cloudy and rainy all day, and then as soon as I started to film, we have blue sky and sun. I shouldn't complain, but it's just one of those things, like it's just whatever. Anyway, this is what it's looking like. It looks pretty much the same. Only used it 6 times, like I said, and this one is to finish, so I should really be using it more, and I'm not. Another item that I didn't use too many times because I basically am calling it an empty. It is my Tinted Serum foundation from Catrice. I ended up using this one 7 times, and then I just simply couldn't get any product out. I honestly tipped it over and I left it for about 20 minutes. Nothing came out, and I had it sat with my empties for the rest of the month, and it hasn't even showed any signs of moving in there. Like whatever is in there is like stuck to the glass. It doesn't want to settle to show me what I have left, but I cannot get any more out. I tried to depot it into my Misha cushion because I thought, well, if I can depot as much as possible into this, then I can use it. I ended up getting 2 drops and that was it. So this one has been an empty and sitting with my empties for a good 3 weeks now, I would say, maybe 2.5 weeks. So yeah, this one I'm calling done. And I love this product, but when it comes to project panning, obviously glass bottles with pipettes is not the way to go. It's impossible to get all the product out unless I smash it. And why am I going to do that? No, I don't want to get glass. I don't want to get glass in my foundation or rub it all over my face. No. We need to find a better solution for this because the actual product inside is really nice. Sorry, I keep banging everything. Anyway, so that one is also an empty, which I'm very pleased about. Looking down, I try to do it in order of least used. So the next one, I believe, is an exciting one. I've been also working on my GlossGods bronzer. Now this one is not to finish, but it is to hit pan. So I ended up using it 4 extra times, and I have the tiniest little baby pan, and then I used it 3 more times after that. Can you see that little bitty baby pan? I hope you can. The sun is gone, so hopefully the lighting is a little bit better. There is the tiniest little pan in there, and I did extend it a little bit by going into it a few more times. So I hit pan after 4 more uses, but then I also used it 3 more times, so I used it 7 times in total this month. And then I just decided, you know what, I'm going to use a different bronzer. I've used this enough. I'm going to use a different bronzer. This one is rolling out of my project because my goal was to hit pan in it, and I have done that. So we will have a replacement for it very shortly. Next up, I've been working on my Nabla primer. This is the Radiant Plumping Serum Primer. I ended up going into this one 9 times. This one is settling. I don't know if you could notice. I was a little bit above halfway, and now I would say I'm pretty much halfway, maybe slightly under halfway at this point. So I ended up, like I said, using it 9 extra times this month, and I can definitely finish this. I feel like I can finish this in like 2 months if I keep going, because I don't know, it's a nice primer. I really enjoy it. I think the reason that I haven't used it over the years that I've had it is because it is quite pricey, so I've like savored it. But now I feel like it's a little old, which is stupid. So, you know, you gotta use your products and not just keep them in the drawers just because you spent some money on them. You spent money on them, so you should use them, because I feel like the scent is going slightly. So it's making me a little bit worried that it is going up. So that's why I rolled it into the project, and I'm really, really pleased of the progress that I'm getting. Obviously, I think it's just been like, what, a month? It's only been a month. So I think in the next 2 months I can get it done. That will be my goal, but regardless, I'm gonna finish this. Okay, next up we've got my Huda Beauty Glowish Powder. I did say I was gonna repress this, and I didn't. I ended up going into it 10 extra times this month. This is what we're looking like. I was kind of waiting for it to break, and then I was like, well, fine, I'll repress it, but it never broke. So that's what it's looking like right now. I really do need to repress it though. I've just been really lazy. I've been lazy about doing things like that. Honestly, I just don't really find that much joy in repressing makeup. I know a lot of people love doing that, and I have to be in the mood, and it's gonna take me like 2 seconds to do it, but I'm also just don't wanna do it. So that's on me. But yeah, I used it 10 extra times, and obviously this one is to finish. I feel kind of silly how old this product is now, and I'm still going at it and it's still not done. It is an item that I decluttered, I brought back to finish, and you know what? I'm determined to do it. It's just, it's not happening as fast as I think it would have. So yeah, I think if I repress it, it'll go faster. So I'm just setting myself up for failure really by being lazy. Okay, this next one really doesn't show any progress, and it's so frustrating. I've used it 12 extra times. It is my Kiko blush. This is the Tuscan Iris shade. This is what it looks like. Oh, I know the lighting has gone a little bit funny again, but yeah, that's what it's looking like. And I would have thought that maybe we could see some kind of dent forming, but really I don't see any progress at all. And it's getting, you know, I don't want to lose hope, but it's getting to the point where, you know, I don't want to neglect all my other blush. So I'm going into other blush. Like today I could have worn this, but I wore something else. And I just, you know, I want to see a little bit more progress. Like when you're going into a powder product, it's really nice and motivating when you can start to see the changes. And I'm not really seeing any changes with this one. So it's a little bit demotivating at the moment for me, but I'm going to hold strong. I'm going to keep going. I just want to hit pan and then roll it out. So I know blush takes forever too. So I know that it's not something that's going to happen overnight. But yeah, this one I ended up going into, what did I say, 12 times. And then the last item that I have in my project pan is my Revlon Candid Concealer. I thought this would be done already. It is not done. I used this 13 times and there is still product in here. There's a whole lot of air, but every time I use it, there is plenty of product left on the wand. I still haven't taken the stopper out. This is the never-ending concealer. I swear there is like hardly, there's only 10 mil of concealer in here, and I feel like there's 50. Like it's going on forever. I shouldn't complain. I actually do quite like this, but I am complaining because I like progress and there's just nothing to show you, you know? I'm still using it. It's still here. There is windowing that I can see on the packaging, but there's still plenty of product left. So we're gonna keep going. All right, so I am gonna be rolling in 2 new items today. The first one's gonna replace the bronzer that I hit pan on, and I kind of already started using this the last month pretty much. I rolled it into my Shop My Stash as well, and now obviously I can start tracking how many times I use it, but it is the ColourPop Soul Body Bronzer. This one I've always said is the best time for me to use during the spring, and so obviously I have to use it now. This is what it looks like starting off, so I already have a pretty nice dip forming, and it's been really nice using this. Obviously I've had this for a few years now. It's a cream item, so it always makes me a little bit nervous, but for some reason my cream items tend to hold on strong. It's all the other products in my collection that don't do well. Cream tends to live on. I don't know how that happens, but whatever. Maybe it likes the moisture and the humidity, who knows? Anyway, regardless of that, I'm wearing it today. It's the one that I've been using since I hit pan in the GlossGods anyway, and so yeah, now we can start tracking it. But this one is also to hit pan. I don't know if I'm going to be able to hit pan before the summer or before I get, it just doesn't end up being too bronzy for me. If I do end up getting a tan on my face, it all depends on those factors. So we'll see. But yeah, I'm really excited to start tracking the progress, and then maybe I can hit pan in another bronzer. That would be fun. This one's obviously going to take longer though, because it's quite a bit thicker than the GlossGods. All right, the other item that I'm rolling in, because I rolled out the foundation from Catrice, is the Purito foundation. So this one I had rolled into the Project Pan prior, but I didn't end up like using it too much, and then I rolled it out, and obviously it's been in my stash. I want to actually roll this in now to finish. It's a good time of year for me to use this item, and I do want to, I want to get my empties up to a decent level. I do want to start actually getting through my makeup and not just cycling through everything. So I want to make some progress. What is happening with my throat? Anyway, I do want to make some progress on items in my collection because I'm getting sick of seeing the same ones, quite honestly. So this one is to finish. Already been using it. I have it on my face today, and we're going to track it. I don't think it's going to take too long, but having said that, I still think it's going to take, maybe 4 months or so to finish? We'll see. We'll see. Fingers crossed it takes about that or less. Okay, and that is my project pan for this month. Thank you so much for sticking around, watching my progress, and I hope you're all doing really well. I will see you in the next one. Bye!